Unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, have been a topic of fascination and debate for decades. The history of UFO sightings and related phenomena can be traced back to ancient times, but it was not until the mid-20th century that the modern era of UFO sightings began. This essay will provide a chronological overview of the history of UFOs, from the earliest recorded sightings to the present day. Ancient times. The concept of unidentified flying objects is not a new one. Throughout history, there have been numerous reports of unusual aerial phenomena. One of the earliest recorded accounts of a UFO sighting comes from ancient Egypt, where in 1440 BCE, the Pharaoh Tuthmosis III reported seeing fiery discs in the sky. Other ancient civilizations, such as the Greeks and Romans, also documented sightings of unusual aerial objects, often associated with gods or divine entities. Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, reports of strange aerial phenomena were often interpreted as signs of the apocalypse or the intervention of supernatural beings. In the 14th century, a French chronicler named Jean de Joinville described a strange object in the sky that he saw while traveling to the Holy Land. He wrote that, a round thing like a large shield rose up, spitting fire from its rim. 19th century. In the 19th century, sightings of strange aerial phenomena began to be recorded with greater frequency. One notable example occurred in 1846, when hundreds of witnesses in France reported seeing a formation of red, glowing objects in the sky. Similar sightings were reported in the United States and other parts of Europe, leading to speculation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Early 20th century. The 20th century saw a significant increase in UFO sightings, particularly after the development of aviation technology. In 1909, a sighting of a strange object in the sky was reported by the crew of an airplane flying over the Netherlands. The object was described as a flattened sphere, with a dome on top. During World War II, pilots on both sides of the conflict reported seeing mysterious objects in the sky, often referred to as Foo Fighters. These objects were typically described as glowing balls of light that would follow aircraft, but would not engage in combat. The origin of these objects remains a mystery to this day. The modern era. The modern era of UFO sightings began in the late 1940s and early 1950s, when a series of high-profile sightings in the United States and around the world captured the public's attention. One of the most famous of these sightings occurred in June 1947, when a businessman named Kenneth Arnold reported seeing a formation of 9 strange, disc-shaped objects flying over Mount Rainier in Washington state. Arnold's sighting was widely publicized, and soon other reports of strange objects in the sky began to pour in from around the world. In 1948, the United States Air Force established Project Sign, a top-secret investigation into UFO sightings. Project Sign was later renamed Project Grudge, and then Project Blue Book, and it remained in operation until 1969. During the 1950s and 1960s, UFO sightings became a cultural phenomenon, with numerous books, movies, and television shows devoted to the subject. Many people believed that the government was covering up evidence of extraterrestrial visitation, and conspiracy theories abounded. In the decades since, interest in UFOs has waxed and waned, but sightings continue to be reported with regularity. In recent years, advances in technology have made it easier for people to capture images and video of strange objects in the sky, and social media has made it easier to share those images with a wider audience. Possible explanations for UFO sightings.